Okay, looks like we're already streaming, I guess. So, okay, welcome back everybody to the Norgard LP. So, this is going to be a grind stream today. That's what I've got planned. And so I'll probably just going to grind for a couple hours and see where that gets me and, you know, go for there. And then next week it's going to be the final battle against Bullnoil and all that jazz, because right here just has this army here. Camden has this army here. So that's kind of where it's at. So let's get into it. They're all attacking here. Hopefully we have a good grind stream. Nothing too serious, nothing I have to worry too much about. Norgard's pretty powerful as it is, so I shouldn't have to worry too much, you know. Dillard. They both do the same thing. They both did the exact same thing. He's just like, and she's like, that was it. That is special. I've never seen it before. I didn't know Dillard and Iria have a kind of dialogue like that. And that's actually no dialogue at all, but that was actually put in there. That is crazy. Freaking crazy. I never knew about that. It is so funny. Oh, I think that's so funny. Oh, Dillard. That is hilarious. I don't think you'll ever see that again. I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh man, that's that cheered me up immediately. Let's see, Dillard and Iria just look at each other and they both have nothing to say. It almost makes me wonder, do they have something in common if that's the case, or are they just both kind of mute characters? I don't know. Oh well. Whoa! Those speedy boots can go really far. Yeah, sure. Head down here. Okay, Dillard. Coming down here, meet your wifey. I don't know, just... Probably not, but... They're both kind of the same character in a ways. Let's put you... Alright, where... Okay, we don't have anything for the front for this team here. So let's just move up here. No, really? I can't move in there? Okay. Well, who goes next? 19? 18? 21. Let's keep you in the back. That'll work out better that way. Alright, Drist, come on down. Come on down, Drist. It's a smart play. It's a very smart play. They have too many pixies. I wish I could destroy them, but they're going to be sitting in the back the whole time. It's going to be kind of tough with all the protect spells, you know? Ooh. You poisoned me too? Oh man. There you go. Nice job, D. Nice job. Okay, I don't think Ector can do much more. I could, but I prefer not to. Because I want to really... Well, I guess it doesn't matter quite so badly. But I want to try to get him experted in something. More than likely, the Black Knight. But I'd like to have some other skill I can push into. So I can do something else. Right now... Ooh, that's a nice lineup right there. I like that. Well, you know, I could attack, back up, be in a slightly safer spot, heal up. Alright, let's just do it. Blast knuckle. There we go. There we go. Shoot like this here. Get that shot up. Good stuff. Goodbye. Level 20. Alright, good. Alright, Dillard, you really have to not get over 1,000 points this battle. Whatever happens, we can't do that. Because I might be able to get you a double expert class in 2 different things, possibly. It's very probable I could do it. Should I get a kill? Guess I should. You know what this guy here can do? Something help me out a little bit. I might even kill it. Okay, good. Nothing there. Alright. I'm gonna need you for a cleanse. Ector. So Ector can get cleansed up a little bit. There's not enough here. Let's just do this. Because a Holy Word would be nice, but I'd rather get all their stuff in here if I'm going to do Holy Word. Alright, nice. Level 20. I guess a Holy Word could have killed this thing, but I need all their monsters to get in here first. More than anything. Let's do heal for... Well, Ujin's gonna get shot and burned. Probably. But Hector could get hurt pretty bad too here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so flame attack can hit me. Yeah, Ujin might need a little bit more. I think that's the case. Alright, good. Well, Isfis is going to heal up some stuff. Okay, that's closer, but that's not exactly what I'm hoping for. There you go. Thanks, buddy. Need you to come hit me with that sickle. Slight sarcasm, slight realism. I need him there in order to do more damage to him and all that stuff. I don't think I'm going to see these pixies in battle at all. I'd love to just destroy them right now because one's level 9, one's level 7. One's level 8. Or I think I looked at another team. But yeah, there's a level 9. There's level 8 right there. Ooh. Okay, this could be tough. It's somewhat tough here. That's just level 2. It's a level 8 and a level 9 that I want to knock out. That's what I really want to knock out, you know? Let's see here. I could push you forward, do an attack on this thing, and then maybe do something ranged over there, maybe? Okay, we got that going. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't want to get cursed there. That would be very bad for my little Jin. Very, very bad. Very bad. Good stuff. Doesn't bother me any bit. Okay, should I stay here and attack him? Get breath attacked, possibly cursed. 2, 3, no spear throw. So that's about it. Yikes. Okay, is 3 over on this side, 3's over on this side more so. You know, I could get Noi up all the way. I could could do that maybe instead. I killed off the high-level Hydra, so that could be a good thing here. Might be able to finish Trist off here, possibly. I think I can, yeah. I should be able to. Let's do it like that, then. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm not in Discord too much. But how you doing, Frost? Yeah, I've been streaming every Wednesday and Friday night. So yeah. It's only next week. I was deciding whether I was going to do Wednesday or Friday. That's what I was asking, and apparently nobody answered at all, so I might just do next Friday for the bone oil fight, because I think I might plan something else for next Wednesday. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna be here pretty much every Wednesday and Friday night, you know, so people want to tune in for a live stream of Brigandine or something. Wednesday and Friday nights or the night. Let's see here, what else can I do? Not a lot I can do with my team, really. Dillard is expert, but I could get a little more damage going my way here. Ooh, 164. I don't know if I'm going to kill him. I have the Great Axe, though, but he is red. He's got Protect on, I think. No, he's got Pirate Earrings on, so he's defensive. Well, here, hopefully I don't kill him. Okay. Just can't get out there yet. Hey, Hukuna. How you doing? Glad to see you here. Glad to see you and Frost show up. That's really nice. Well, Holy Word will fry Drist from an Archangel, level 17 right here. That's for sure. Wanted to do a meteor. I wanted to do an Icefall on him, but I could probably hit more things with something else, you know? So, probably send her out, maybe hit the kitten, maybe shoot up the little kitten and kill off the, kill that little thing off, maybe? I could do a Genofrost, and that's really all she wrote at that point, you know? If only I could get everything else low enough to hit it all again, but I've already completed that challenge. I don't see it happening here. I didn't prepare it, you know. Longer or shorter Dragon Ball videos? I don't think I've seen you do any Dragon Ball videos, dude. If you did, it's been so long, I don't remember. Oh, you had to miss too, come on. Alright, let's see if, see what I can get off this, maybe. %71%. I wonder what my chances are bad, you know? Alright, we're gonna level up Noi a little bit here. 700. Well, I can't kill everything else off. I think I can only hit Drist. That should be enough for a kill him with that. I don't know. That should be more than enough. Yeah. Yeah, I could Holy Word this whole thing away. was gonna ice fall. But there's more things to hit. I might get more experience that way too. $2,200. Nice. Level 19. Intelligence +2, good. MP3. Intelligence +2, good. MP2. Alright. Ooh, I got the level 9. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. So how you two guys doing today? And everybody else that's joining in the stream now. We're just going to do a few hours of grinding, see where it takes me. And then I guess basically next week Friday is going to be the finale for my Norgard LP. And that will finish all the Grand Edition LPs for my channel here. All the basic Grand Edition LPs. Yep, I will finish it off for my channel. And there's also a voting tally on the top right if you want to choose my next faction, which will be for Legend of Orsina. So I'll be going back to that, playing the older game, and having fun with that, you know. Fine as a frog's hair. Well, that's a very thin, fine thing to have, you know? Very fine. So, we did the Myra and Malay little quest scene. You kind of missed that, Hakuna. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you went back to watch it. But, we already did that. Ooh. No, it's not the rain quest here. MP, cool. You can't even see it, yeah. So we're also, basically we're also doing tons of quests to see what we can grab. You know, so I can get as much good stuff before the end as possible. Because all I have is one Lilith. I've got a couple angels. I could make archangels, possibly. I don't know if I'm going to use them all for the Bullnoil fight, or if I'm going to use more dragons. I've got a good amount of dragons. So I've got the two white ones. I got to turn the other white one into a gold one. I have a gold one. I've got two reds, a purple. So 2 gold, 2 purple, or no, 2 gold, 2 red, and a purple. So I think we're going into the Bullnoil fight with a ton of dragons. So hopefully that'll, like, you know, clean things up. And it's a magic ring. Cool. I think I have 4 of these things now. These will come in handy, though. Hello. I don't even know what I got. I have so many quests, I should just go burn them through. Burn through them quick. So I basically sent, I think, almost everybody out on quest here. Well, that's good that you're doing good, Hakuna. You doing good, Frost? Everything going well for you today? I think like 10 people came back. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'll pretend for her a while and see what happens. You know how many... What? Why would you say such a thing? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Frost, I drew a map too. So, got a map. More like die from laughter. Malay, it's just... 4th generation? I don't know what that even means. I love you! What are you doing? Get off of me! Wow. She asked for it though. She tempted him into the whole thing. Myra, that is completely your fault. You said you would play with it, and you played with his emotions, and look what happened there. That's naughty. Very naughty. It's not what you think. Go after her like a man. Oh, okay. I didn't know you and my sister were together. Someday I'll tell you. Please wait till then. Oh, okay. Oh, that kind of generation. Oh, I thought you meant like a... I thought you were talking like millennials or Generation X or baby boomers. I was like, what? Where is this going here? Okay, I get it now. Alright, that's nice. You were? What? What? Jeez, do I have so many death needles here. Hakuna, look at all these death needles I have. I don't know if I should just take them all into one of the fights. See which ones survive. I don't know if they'll even survive, really. It's really not a fight that they can poison anything with, so it's almost totally useless. Alright. Time to do some classing. Oh, okay. I don't know much about it, really. But I'm sure you'll help me understand, or something. Something will happen, I bet. Already got level 12. Dillard, you're level 20. Okay. Now here's the thing. I can go Black Knight, or go back to Grappler. Actually, I do have to make Dillard a champion, so I kind of have to stick with this whole class setup, don't I? Because Dillard needs to stay as a champion, so he needs to get through the Grappler 2, and then he's got to expert out on the other one. But if I take... No. If I take Black Knight and I expert it, then I'll only be a Grappler at level 25 with Black Knight qualities, which might not help me. So I kind of have to stay with Grappler, I think. I don't think there's any other way I can do this. So let's check out some of the stuff I've got. Hit and run, hit recovery +5, that's what I was looking for. Criticals +5, accuracy +5, it's very good stuff. Then I can do my pre-move more often, you know. So I guess Dillard, you're gonna just be a Grappler for now. That's okay. That's okay, man. I think Dillard, or yeah, Hector is ready to go. Into what though? Because I've got almost the same type of stuff for you, man. Now I could... Hector's going to ultimately be a Black Knight, so if I go Black Knight now, will it let me do Champion? Okay, but it takes away the Priest class. Or, no, what was the other class? Hakuna, did you see? Do you remember what the other class was? There was another class here that before I clicked this. I don't think I'm gonna do them. I would, you know, if you saw it, you could tell me. But what would I get? I just gotta look at this and see what I could get, you know, for all the stuff I could do. Pretty much the same stuff, really. But I might want to go champion. And then get... What do I get? Criticals plus 10 or... What? I'll get criticals plus 5. So if I get criticals plus 5... Oh, okay. Grappler, Black Knight, Pyro, Priest, Champion. Oh, so that was already there. And I just... Okay, so it just went up one. Alright, so if I stay as a champion for a while... Okay. Alright, Hakuna. But if I stay as a champion for a while, I can max out the champion and go back to my Black Knight class. So once I max out champion, once I get expert in champion, and I can go back to Black Knight, have the champion class all set up for all the extra stuff you get out of that, and then Ector can be a Black Knight with expert champion stuff. So I think the strength is the same for Black Knight and champion. I think they're about the same as far as your strength growth. So I think it's going to be a horse apiece here. Alright, Noi. 4 stars. What can we do with you, though? 4 stars. I can go to Saint right away. You know, I think possibly to get Noi, to keep her as a Saint for the final fight, maybe. I might finish the Vixen and then finish her Raven class. So if I finish the Raven class, then she'll be maxed out with that, and I can put her immediately back into Saint, and she'll get all the spells. Yeah, that'll be a good thing. And then she'll be a Saint, and I'll also have some other stuff too. So we need one more level here. And I just need some more rune points to get something more going for this, you know? Probably 75, 76. Dude, I don't get lost very well. Very much. I don't really do, like, I don't focus on cross-classing too much. I guess maybe I should, but I'm probably a little bit lazy at it. So, I think about it sometimes, but I guess I don't that's one thing I don't always usually perfect. Cross-classing is not something I'm always on the need for wanting to perfect it, I guess. Probably should. Probably should, though. Nope. Oh, good. Good, good, good. So we have enough points down there. Now... That's 110. It's 120. That didn't help anything. That still doesn't help. Alright, 70. Oh man, I can't even do that, can I? Alright, this kind of works. If I could get 10 more points here. Hey, there you are, Valkos. How you doing? Alright. Okay, I reorganized a few things. I've got some more points at the bottom. I probably could put something that's already high level up there. 50. What do I have here? There we go. Cool. Alright, 20 points. 20 points is 20 points. Let's do this. Alright, who's going to get the Blast Knuckle? Well, I think Dillard needs to have them because he's sticking with this class all the way through. So he's just going to... That's kind of where he's at. Wind Riders. You know, believe it or not, that'll probably be a really good thing for him, because then I can go 3 spaces forward, 3 spaces back consistently with Dillard now, without really having to worry about too much. So Dillard probably is set here, actually. I think he's set. I got the speed boots for him. I don't know which one's a better choice, though. If I should give the speed boots to Dillard, or if I should keep them on Ector. You know, Ector is probably going to have... Ector is probably going to have some kind of armor. So I could probably give the speed boots to somebody else, but I don't know who else. Maybe Brigandine should have speed boots. Maybe she should be a little bit, you know, move a little bit further. Possibly. I think maybe I'll give that to her. Yeah, let's give that to her instead. That'd be a good option there. Hector, agility +5. I don't know what to give you right now. I guess I'll give you that. All right, Brangium, you get to have some speed boots. That's good. That's really good. Oh, you didn't put anything there? You put the entire lot of your army here? Oh boy. I'll probably get attacked here. I probably will. Alright, so we got Noi. Noi's looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go and quest some stuff out here. Alright, got those guys going somewhere. Alright, we're going to force retreat them. Since they decided not to put a single thing on Lothian at all. I'm going to easily grab this one up. Good. So what's everybody got to drink? I decided to go get some beer. Of course. So I got some beer for today. Oh, you guys. I think you guys missed it. At the very beginning, Dillard and Iria got to talk to each other. And can you imagine what they said? It's crazy. It was absolutely crazy what they were able to say to each other. If you're here at the very beginning, you'd see it. But you might not believe it. I know, absolutely, Valkos. You wouldn't think that they would, but they actually do have a very small dialogue. And I do stress that word. Hey, Alti, how you doing? I'm glad to see everybody popping in here. It's nice. So how's everybody doing tonight? Just got to grind tonight, so tonight's a big grind stream. So you can go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just have to focus on leveling stuff up and just kind of relaxing. If I can get a bigger kill than the experience points I found before, then I'll try it, but otherwise I'm just going to play to grind. Just to level things up, you know. Yeah, and I'm floating, so I can't really... That's what you bought there. Got some quests done on your multiplayer game? Yeah, sorry LTI, I can't really play any big multiplayer games right now. Not MMO games. It's just too massive. I don't have the time for it. It takes a long time to go through them. I was on Final Fantasy 14 for some time. That ate up 3 hours of my night every day. Which is just to keep up. It was like, oh my gosh, I can't. I've got so many other things I want to try to do, you know. I just wasn't able to. Yeah, let's do this. Don't get me wrong, I like them. I do like to play them. I just don't have the time for it. Because then I have to try to keep up with everybody else. And, I always feel like I have to stay on top of it, you know? And it's so hard. It's so hard for me personally. Because I just kind of like to casually play, you know? Get there when I get there. And it starts getting really competitive. Let's see. Well, if I hit him and he stones me, that's going to suck. Can't dwindle from here. Level 60 armor. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they make those games particularly so that you'll grind like crazy to stay there and keep doing it. It's a lot like a lot of phone games, you know, where you can, you know, you get all these free games and you don't have to pay for them. But to be cool, you need to have all the cool skins. And so when you buy all the extra stuff and you get all the cool skins, then, you know, I guess you're cool. And then everyone else is like, yeah, you know, you're playing a game, you're at my level. And I don't see there's anything in particularly wrong with it, but I just don't have the money, and I don't have the time. Got a lot of family things that that happen in my life. I just don't have the time for it. A lot of other people do. They don't have a lot of other things to do, I guess. or else they do so many things and they get burnt out. But I've decided, as of a few years ago, I'm not going to burn myself out on things. So I'm just going to do the things that I know I can do, make sure I have some free time to relax, you know, so I have time with family, I have time with friends, time to do some games, things like that, you know. Yeah, Frost, I probably can. I was considering doing that, but I have to finish this whole game first, because then I'll actually have everything saved. So then I can make all that stuff. So probably when I finish the game, Alti and Frost, I'll probably work on something like that. I'll see what I get everything all out there, because I've got all the files, you know. I can access all the files because of my recollection, because I was able to beat the entire game. You get to keep all the recollections. So yikes, that's kind of scary for you. Yeah, Hector can level up. This is a good time for him. Ooh, this is a juicy kill right here. Should I push up? I should, shouldn't I? Perfect beat. Oh, you're kidding me! I missed that one. Come on! Come on, Hector. Don't let me down now, dude. Now is not the time. I can't believe that. And I got poison on top of that too. You stupid jerk. Okay, we gotta heal up, Hector. You could have had it, man. You could have had it. Right there, buddy. That's why he's a Project Knight. That's why he's a Project Knight, you know. Oh, geez, that's their dragon. I thought that was mine. Oh my gosh. I was looking at this one. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. Let's take this seriously here. 22, 20, 20. So either of them could go next. Dillard could... Ooh. Dillard's in some tough straits here. But then I could Geno Frost or Fallberg. You know what? To keep the Fallberg right there, or should I capture this thing? Should I try capturing it? Wait, do I have... it's not going to work on Iria, though. I don't know if Beguile's going to work on her. Whatever, let's just kill this thing. Goodbye, kitten. Yeah, when you're married, it puts a... It kind of takes away potentialities for other married prospects. 68% on Iria. Ooh. 77. It's a possibility. It's possible. It's very possible. Ooh, this is very possible. You're kidding me. Oh, man. Dingus, why'd you have to do that? Take another gold dragon, why not? 77% for Beguile is pretty high. That's a good percentage still. I know some people were like, no, it's not. I think it is, but I guess people can argue that. That's definitely an arguable thing. Could I level up Dillard here? I probably can. You know what? Let's do that. Because I don't think Dillard went yet. No, he didn't go yet. Let's give him a Halo spell. Let's pop a Holy Word. And let's enjoy our night together playing Brigandine. I'm here all night. Valko's popping jokes. There you go, level 18. Uh-oh. I lost picture. I lost quality feed. That work? I guess so. There we go. Okay, we're good to go now. I wonder if I can surround it. Is there a way I could surround him? Yeah, I tried that, man. Just didn't work. Just did not work. Let's see what my percentage is here first before I go crazy. Because last time I tried the Sonic Beat, well, I have Halo. What am I saying? What am I saying? Husk. %. I don't care. I'm trying. Yeah, he had a bad back tonight, so he didn't come. He can't make it tonight. So sorry about that. But Raging Paul is gonna have to be Sleeping Paul for today. Hop, hop, hop. Boom, 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 boom. Goodbye. There you go, buddy. Get some nice experience. And can we put you in the front? Maybe. Sure. Yeah. No, it happens sometimes. I got an update. It seems like whenever you start to get updates for things, then the streaming service is like, let's mess with them a little bit. So he has to do the update. I don't know. But every time there's an update, there's always some kooky, weird thing going on. I noticed that. Every time they tell me there's an update. I forgot to do the update, so I'll have to do that next time. I'll have to do that right after the stream, actually, so I don't forget. For this weekend, Frost, you know, because we've got... Well, oh, so everybody else is here, too. This Sunday, we are finishing our multiplayer, our co-op multiplayer. That Frost, Raging Paul, and I are doing. So we're probably going to finish it that day. We're going to start at like 7 Central Time, my time. So most people are in Eastern Standard Time. So that'd be 8 for you, for all those that are in that time frame. But yeah, we'll be finishing that for the co-op and planning another multiplayer for next time. So Well, I got a lot of good stuff. I don't know if I'm going to use it, really. I might delete the rocks because I get sick of getting stoned, so I might just go and delete all that stuff. What you got, Palmites? Nope. Okay, nothing there. I was hoping to get that Fafnir. I might have a chance though, because 77% for a Beguile is not so bad. And if I charm it and I kill the leader, I guarantee I get it every time. Or at least it's a very high percentage. But so far, every time I tried it, it's worked. So usually it's about 80 or 82% with Beguile that I like to go with, but 77 was close enough. I'm like, yeah, I feel like that could be a good number to run with. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But it has worked a lot of times before, you know? Oh, and yeah, even on multiplayer too, if you capture something that's really powerful, apparently it gives you points too, so it's actually a good boost to your points for multiplayer. You capture a high level thing. It's crazy. I wish I knew how all the numbers ran, but I know the basics. You know, attacking gives you more points if you can get a win. Defending doesn't give you as many points, but if you get the win, you still get more points than the enemy would. So getting the win on attacks and defense is always helpful. Getting free castles gives you a bunch of extra points too. Usually it's like for attacking a castle, the basic points you get for attacking castle without really doing much is like 500, and then for defending a castle without doing anything really is, I think, 200. So there is about a 300 point difference, which is, you know, can be quite significant, but the points you gain during the battle do add up more and go way above. So that's basically the point of multiplayer if people want to know as far as the scoring system is concerned. They have two other types of scoring systems as well, so they have three. One of them is just to capture Logres, and all you gotta do is stand on Logres, and who's ever on there at the end of the time frame is the winner. And then I think it'll add up other points too, but whoever has Logres is, it's basically like King of the Hill. Logres is the hill. The other one is castles, and that just is basically you just take over castles and wins. The only problem with castles is that if somebody starts off as Norgard or the Empire and somebody else is, let's say, is Scalio, then the Empire immediately starts gaining more castles right off the bat and immediately starts gaining points. So it makes it like almost twice as hard for a country that's not as big as Scaris or Norgard to be able to compete with playing for castle victories. It makes it a lot harder. So that's basically why when we play the multiplayer, we play for score, because it kind of looks at your attacks, your defense, what you did in those battles, what you killed, what you lost, and it just kind of tallies everything up. So, all right, still here. Still there. King of the Hill could be fun. I did that one time with Paul before in the past. That was one of the last multiplayers I did with just me and Paul for some time. And it was fun, but it just comes down to whoever gets Logres. And we just waited to the very end to see who would attack it and get it. And I got Logres. I was able to beat it. So if you can get it, you can hold it, you've got it. That could make an interesting three-way though. I don't know if it would make an interesting four-way because Lyonesse could come in from one side. Oh, there's so much stuff to talk about if we tried something like that. So much stuff to talk about, because if Scalio and Caerleon fought against each other the whole time, only Escalia or Caerleon could get into the middle. Elmechia could easily get into the middle, and Lyonesse would have to go up and around Norgard to get to the middle. So whoever was Escalia and Caerleon would have the roughest time getting to the middle. Yeah, if we did a shorter session, you know, just 3 people, you know, going for that, we could try it. The only difference is that we'd have to find a way to balance, you know, maybe someone either play as Caerleon or someone play as Escalio, and the other 2 play as Lyonesse or New Elmechia, and just kind of go from there and see who can grab the middle or something like that. We could try something like that. You know, there's plenty of other ideas too. You know, if we want to do a shorter session, that could be something. But if Valkos wants to play, if Valkos wants to jump in, you can. You know, we've left an open invitation to him for some time past. What was it? Yeah, this one and before. But he said he'd be free around a certain period of time, so I don't really know when that's going to be. But also, if we get other people in there too, the only problem is if we have more people connecting, it might not be a live stream, because the amount of information going out back and forth is pretty high, and it creates a good amount of lag. So we probably have to do it off screen, and then I'd have to put up videos of it and all that. You know what? I don't really. You're not going to be really doing much more, so you could stay as Berserker. Well, it depends, you know, if we have Valkos, and if it depends on how you guys feel about the lag already. And if it's too much, then pre-recorded, then we would just do some pre-recordings, because then it would cut down, because the live stream taps into my internet, and so it slows down my internet. So if I'm sharing stuff with you and Valkos at the same time and live, it could bring your stuff down to a crawl, which it doesn't bother me any bit. But it seems to be that either you or Valkos might complain about it, and if you complain about it and you don't like it, then, well, I guess it's not something we would do, you know, because I don't want to stress you guys out. Yeah, definitely. A lot of live streams out. Definitely are. Well, I also had some other things running, you know, to make sure I had things checked up and checked out. This time I didn't have my other video running at the same time. So I don't know if the delay is better for you or not. I think it depends, like when people are saying like my stream's a bit behind and laggy, it's the same thing for me when I'm texting to Valkos or you. Well, if you were to do a live stream, like, well, yeah, actually when you do your Twitch stuff, Frost, when I try to text things to you, it comes up like 40 seconds later. So it's just the servers where I'm in Wisconsin have this cutoff where it's going to Eastern time or it's going to a different time zone. The servers where you're all at, and even when I play with my own friends, I play with people from Texas, I play with people from down in Florida, I play with people from upper Maine, there's always a slight delay, all the time. His stats aren't good for 22? Well, 90 agility though. I like that. He's got the blast knuckle, which does help. But yeah, he's not fully into the grappler class yet. I think what happened is when I put him through the Berserker class, it gave him more hit points, more than strength. I think it does that. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Ah. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to try it out. We haven't even tried it, really. Could be another service that could work better, maybe. I know Frost is looking into it. And I tried looking into some of that stuff myself, but It gets hard trying to figure out what's the best thing to do, you know? 112, really? So I guess he didn't go up as well as he could have. Well, I'm still gonna use him though, you know? Yeah, because he's got 729 hit points. So he's pretty good. And I could have gotten bad stats too. I mean, I don't know. Because I started playing Dillard initially when I was playing against the Queen. And then I immediately just moved over to just using Vinard, Ector, and Noy. So it could have been a bad RNG roll, maybe. Or, yeah, because I didn't feed him anything. Fed him nothing, and I kept him as Berserker for most of the time. So now he's just going through Grappler class now, and then he's going to go through the Champion class, you know? So he could just have bad stats. I don't know what to say about that. But I still will use him in the... I'm probably going to use him for the Snake fight, and I'm going to use Dillard, Ector, and Vinard for the Snake of Chaos fight. And for the Bull Oil fight, I'm going to use Vinard, Brigandine, and Noy. So I think that's the goal. I think that's what I want to do. It's going to be a lot of power, a lot of heavy hitters. Going into that Snake fight. Alright, Ector. Just need to level you up a bit. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Ector is 22. He's 162.90. But this is... he just turned champion. So that could be a reason why it's playing into it. 3 points behind. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Alright, so now what do we do here? Well, we open this whole thing up. I'm going to let them move into the Queen's territory and just quest like crazy. So, enjoy talking about whatever you want, because we're just going quest happy here. And I'm going to set everybody up. Let's see here. You know what, Vinard, you were kind of done, so let's take Palmides Moorholt. Let's take this team here. Let's set them right about there. And I think I'll keep my main team there. Charlene, we can make a team. Soliel and, yeah, Julius. Let's make a team like that. We'll make it for here. Where's Myra? Is Myra out still? You know, we could do Malay, Helrado, and Myra. Let's put them up on Carnibou. Whenever Myra comes back, then the sisters could be together with Helrado. That's a good team. Ah, Kirkman too, man. Wait, what do you have, Kirkman? Do you have some good pixies? I might need some of those. There. Well, I got the level 9 there. Whew. I don't know. Maybe I'll put Kirkman there instead of Helrado. Okay, so we have... I forgot all about these guys, too. Oh, well. I'll have to give it to... I don't know. If I could capture the gold dragon, then I'll just take that instead of the silver. I suppose. Palmides. I think this is the team that's going, but Charlie needs something. $65. What's that? Oh. We haven't even used Cortina at all. It's kind of sad. Well, we got Charlene here, so I'll use Charlene for now. Nuts. Okay, that looks good. What do I have equipment-wise? Flame Edge, Fragnarok. Oh, this is gonna be really good, especially for a Dark Knight to have Fragnarok. Yes, yes, it is. Probably should delete a few of these things here. All right, that looks nice. Pretty good. Did I get 8 items? Still nothing. Okay, so this team's going to Jukes. That'll be good. This team stays right there. That's where I need them. You guys can go to Salisbury. A lettuce note. Yep, stay there. Well, I can quest the rest of those. And I just need Myra to come back, and then she could take Helrado's spot, maybe. Or I guess I could use Helrado. Yeah, Alti, actually, yeah. If you look at the map... Let me quest everybody first, though. If you look at the map, the bottom part of... I gotta point this way. Bottom south part there, where there's that little tail, it's almost identical exactly to the south, southwestern side of England. It's almost supposed to look like England, but they stretched it out a little bit, so it didn't look exactly like it, because this is all Arthurian legend stuff, and Logres was one of the main capital areas of King Arthur's domain, or his castles. And yeah, it's supposed to be after that, actually. Dinadan was Knight of the Round Table. Bagdemagus was too. I think Gwynglian was as well. Who else? There's a lot. Sir Bedivere was one. I think Tristan was two. And so basically this whole map here is somewhat vaguely modeled after that, because the southwestern part of England, I think, looks kind of like this, with this little peninsula area here. I don't know if the lake here is that big, and I don't think there's like this little tail here, but it's fairly similar. And this is like changed. I think they took the map of Britain and they just deformed it, just made it what they want, so it looks somewhat similar. I was thinking eagle too, Valkos. As soon as I got the game, I was thinking eagle. I was thinking this looks kind of like an eagle head here, right there, little nose spot. You know, the beak, right there. Alright, we did locations. I think it's all good. Should be good. Alright, hit execute. I don't think we can attack anybody. I don't think I have anything there, do I? No, just that thing. I don't care about that. Nah, don't care about that. I just want to kill off the rocks. That's all I care about killing. And maybe if I could capture this Piro. Although, well, I guess it's okay. I mean, this agility kind of sucks. It's 54, level 20. I'm only going to get maybe 60, 70 agility out of this thing, which I guess isn't so bad. It's really about the attack power. I don't know. I shouldn't complain. Let's see if we can capture it. There you go, buddy. Let you grow up a little bit. Little rabbit quest here. Forced amulet. Good stuff. The old lady. Hit points. Where's my drink? Better hurry up with the drinks. There's Myra. She's getting Vanessa. I don't know. Maybe I'll use Vanessa instead. I kind of like Vanessa better. Do you want a black eye? My name's not Hey Lady, it's Vanessa. Remember that. Sassy witch. You're dead. Pathetic. Two guys picking on a defenseless woman. I'll back you up. Thanks, but I got it. Hiya! Yeah! Found the two guys into a pretzel. Whoa, you're strong. I get it from my dad. People always underestimate me just because I'm a woman. You did? Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that one. Are you practicing your death wail, Bakos? Is that what you're practicing for? I don't think you should practice that. It's not a good idea. What, that Mike guy? He can't do women's voices? Oh wait, he tries to do women's voices. Does he sound like Paul? Does he do it as well as Paul does? Because Paul does an amazing woman's voice, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe everybody else thinks it's bad, but I think he does a great job. You know, Vanessa and Myra are almost the same kind of woman in a way, except for Vanessa's sort of on her own, you know, and I don't think she has a sister or anybody in the family, but they're kind of similar. They're very similar. I could put them on the same team and see if they have something to say. Maybe just get rid of Helrado or Kirkman. Gigascorp follows. Oh, when am I going to get some good stuff here? Need to get some good items. Need a lapis at least. What else? Ooh, a gear shield. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. No, I'm just hearing some noise outside. I think people like to listen in when I'm doing my live streams. Yeah, he has no trouble looking for beer. Yeah, Falcos, I don't have to look for beer. Beer finds me. That is all. Dismissed. Paul Muddies, let's head back. But... what is it? That strategy His Majesty was talking about. I don't get it. Could you explain? The meeting just ended and you need an explanation? Poor form, Paul Muddies. If you don't understand something, ask His Majesty questions. Even Dillard asks questions. I can't do that. It would look silly. Silly? You know the king dislikes people who worry about such things. Better a moment's embarrassment than a lifetime of shame. I know, but if you know, then from now on, speak up if you don't understand. Don't worry how it looks. He won't demote you for being confused. You're the bravest knight in Norgard. Even if you are a bit dull in the head. Are you making fun of me? Is that how it sounded? I meant it as praise. Anyways, if you want me to explain the strategy, I'll do it this one time. But it'll cost you your tuition. It'll cost you tuition. Your prized bottle of wine. Hey, watch it. I'm saving that for a special date. If you want that bottle, you'd have to take me to dinner and dancing first. No wine is that strong. That is a totally different line than the LOF there. You know, let's leave him here. Let's put them down here, post them up. I have to build them some monsters or use something here. Okay, it's still there. Alright. Okay, Alti. Direct and sharp-tongued, she learned to fight in her father's mercenary unit, but was so focused on the tasks of the day that she never noticed her runic power until after his death when she worked as a waitress in a tavern. And those are her stats right here, level 11. I don't know if those are good or not. There they are. So... yeah, I'm not sure if that's good. Is that good? She's 76 and 81. I guess. Okay. All right, we'll see you. We'll see you in a bit, Frost. It's good for 11? Okay. that team is pretty good. That team's pretty good too. Alright, these guys have the quest here. Blue wand. I don't think I need that for anything. No. Whoa. Well, the problem with a lot of Escalio Knights is they're not all that strong. It only comes down to Driss to Iria and Bagdemagus. Really, and Gallo's pretty good too, but then after that everything starts to fall off pretty quickly. And then Rune power comparatively is just pretty low. But Miguel, man. Miguel seems like a decent knight. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, I've always liked Vanessa. I've always liked her. Just that little story kind of drew me in there. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so they're gaining stuff. So basically what you're going to see here for Domain is I'm going to open up all this stuff, Leoness's territory, and most of this is going to get opened. And then I'm going to start pile driving them and just fight around in here most of the time. So that's kind of the plan. Yeah, he's not Langeborg. I think the only other person I could compare to him is Fiel. I think Fiel and Langeborg are about the same level of stupidity as far as like magic and rune power is concerned. But Fiel's not as cocky, so that kind of puts him in a little higher position, I think. Gotta save it up here real quick. Yeah, that's how we do it. I don't know if you saw the other grind streams I did, Alti, but I give up this huge chunk of land, and I just get so they get up all the way to here, to Solstein. They'll take like all this out, and then I'll start to reconquer it. So usually I'll sit one thing here, and then I'll just like have something else. I could even have something here, here, and here, and just go in a straight line back and forth and just reconquer the whole thing. So you gotta have some way to grind. That's my way to grind personally. That's what I feel like works for me. So that's what I do. So once I take this over, then I'm gonna come in here, take out Lothian, and start to move up from there. You can really grind any way you want. You could just like go back to your main castle and try to reconquer the whole thing again. It just that would take a really long time to like set up strategies as far as who you're going to set up on defense here and there. And it can be fun, but I've got to get all my characters that I want maxed out the way I want before next week. So I don't know if I'm going to have the time for all that, but this way that I do it works for me pretty well. Because as soon as I get a knight maxed out the way I want them, I sort of just retire them. Witchfinder is kind of retired right now, which is going to be kind of interesting for the Bullnoil fight because he's going to be at 30, so I'm going to have to figure out how to work that, you know? So hopefully that'll work out fine. But, yeah. But everybody else, I'm going to get to the levels I want them to be at, the monsters I want them to be maxed out. I'm going to try to max out every monster so I can see if I can complete another world challenge of killing Bullnoil in 2 turns or the snake in 3 turns or faster than that if I can. I know Nick was asking me to like kill Bullnoil in 1 turn. I'm like, dude, that's just not possible. It's just not possible. He has like, I don't know, it's like 2,000 plus hit points for his barrier, and then he's got his hit points and stuff, and unless your attack is so damaging it can go over the barrier's normal attack limit, then you'll do a little bit of damage to him, but if it doesn't, then it just reflects. Or it doesn't reflect, but it doesn't do anything, really. The stupid rabbit, yeah. It seems to be that when I start questing, I don't get it, but late into the end of the game, then I get a lot of rabbit tricks going on. Well, let's keep you guys there. Rain, Janfer, Ivan, Zareth, and Bilcock, you guys go away. Alright, cool, you guys went there. Execute. Let's do it. Yeah, the barrier is about 2,000 plus. From my estimations, it's been years of playing it, and I've just had to try to imagine what it was based upon how my monsters were attacking and all that. And it feels like it's about 2,000. So, that's basically what I think it is. But I can't guarantee it. There's no... I don't know if I can guarantee it, or... I don't know if there's a way to find out, but... Okay, they're gonna run. Yeah, then the snake has like probably 4,000 plus, so the snake has more hit points. And then the snake can like randomly turn your guys and all kinds of crazy things, which you've seen happen to me sometimes, which is very difficult to do. It's a very difficult battle if he turns your guys to stone, charm them, paralyzes them, mutes them. I've had some really tough battles that way. Very difficult. So, Bold Oil can be easy, he can be hard, but the snake can definitely be way harder, just due to all the randomness that there is. So much randomness in the snake, it's insane. It could go, the snake fight could go super smooth, or the snake fight could just go totally obliterate you, you know? And, depends on who you bring, how you gear them up. It all depends on how you do it, and I've always planned and prepared for that fight because I know it's difficult. So I try not to go in there, you know. I don't want to go in there blind because it's a very tough fight. You're playing a very thick strategy game, you know. I applaud people that try to go in blind and try to do it, but still, it's so tough. It can be very tough, very tough. And they're going away, so let's do something. Let's put Halo on you. Just gonna bounce around some Halo spells. Yeah, it really can, Hukuna. You don't know. You really know what you're talking about there. You really do. Because trust me, you could have a Snake of Chaos fight go super easy. It could go super easy for you and super smooth and be like, man, this is easy. And then you could have a fight where just nothing goes your way. Like, you get the Eternal Chaos Strike. Instead of his Photon attack, he does Eternal Chaos, hits everything, and it randomly turns all your guys into stone and mutes them, and it charms them. Charm is the worst, because then as soon as your turn rolls around, your charmed character attacks before you can cleanse it. So it's like, oh, you know, and if it's like a Fafnir hitting Kai, well, that's lights out there, you know. So many things can go wrong. I mean, you're absolutely correct on that, Hukuna. So many things could go wrong so fast. I mean, you saw Vakos play his Snake of Chaos fight, Bold Oil fight, and man, he struggled on that. That was tough. I commend him for getting through it, but he barely did. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and those envies, they change all your stuff to whatever they're too. You've got like Doppelganger Black Knights, Doppelganger Phoenixes, Doppelganger Fafnirs. you know, Liliths, whatever, what have you, you know? I think one time I played, they doppelgangered my Lilith, and they used that doppelganger Lilith to use a crit strike on another monster that charmed another one of my monsters. So I had to kill off that thing and cleanse. Oh my gosh, so many things can go wrong in a Snake of Chaos fight. Oh, it's fun though. It's fun, but it's challenging because you do not know, and everything's random. Like the snakes will appear randomly, the little snakes, not the big main snake, but the little snakes will appear randomly, and then the envies will all appear randomly, and they'll be wherever they want to be, and they could be like right next to your leader, right next to Kai, and then charm Kai, and then boom, you know, pull down a Geno Thunder. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, you did. I think you did, but you got super close to death, man. If you missed like one more attack, I think that would have been that. I think you would have totally lost that fight. Even a snake was like super. Oh, it was almost like I was almost cringing watching that. I was like, oh no, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. I was thinking that over and over again for your fight, Falcos. I was trying to hopefully give you some encouragement, but I don't know. I think you were having a bad day or something, but I was like, okay, I guess it. And then that fight didn't turn out that well for you either, man. It really did not. That was tough to watch. It really was. Chaos is bad. The breath attack can be really bad, though. The breath attack does do more damage. But, yeah, either attacks are just bad. You're going to get one or the other, really. Blood Headband. What is this? What is this? I think it's Area 6. So the Eternal Chaos Strike is 6 radius, and it's a circular radius. So it's bigger than Holy Word. It's the biggest range attack in the game. And I think the other laser attack is just 5, but it's double. So it goes an angle double, goes straight, goes down double, misses the middle. Which is always good to have a leader like in the middle there. I personally like to have a leader right in the middle so I don't get hit with that beam attack. And I kind of have to like take the chaos attack if it happens because, well, you kind of have to anyways. There's no way you can get away from that. Yeah, they are kind of stupid. The only problem is they'll breath attack through the main snake. It won't do any damage to the snake at all. So it's like, oh, you know, you almost wish that could happen. Like they could help you out a little bit in some stupid, you know, instance. Because Bullknight will sometimes Meteor Doom his own leaders and kill them off. Or his own monsters and kill them off. He's like, yeah, I got Meteor Doom. Boom! You know, and his leaders just go, they just die. Alright, we got here. Do we get any good levels? Nope, not quite. I have to be very careful. Well, I guess I don't have to be too careful. He's just going to stay as this the whole time. So if I overdo it a little bit, well, that won't help me with the strength points. So we do have to be careful. Kind of do. Kind of, sort of. Noi dies after the game, not during the game. I haven't beaten the game yet, Alti. So, as far as I remember, I mean, LOF she does. I don't know if they changed some things here, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna go. So it's kind of a sad point because Vinard is kind of in love with her, I would say. I would say that's kind of the case. I don't think I got that quest yet. I don't think I got the quest yet with Vinard and Noi. No, I don't think I did. Ooh, we're gonna have to do that at some point here. Did I get that quest? I don't remember. In the middle of it? Really? Really? Okay. I don't know. Oh man, are you gonna just dump this thing off on me now? You put Drist down here with this thing. You're force retreated. Okay. All right, let me take this Fafnir off your hands. If you don't mind, Drist, I'll take it right off your hands, man. Okay, you're out, Hakuna. Well, thanks for sticking around. Maybe next time bring Spider, so he can be here too. But thanks for hanging out anyways. I'm sure Spider might come back here and watch it later. So I'm just gonna hit the auto button. I think they're just gonna run. Well, if I don't get that here and I get that while I'm grinding later on, it'll be set to a recollection and I'm going to go through all the scenes and make a bunch of videos for all the recollection points. So I think I have a large amount of work cut out for me as far as that's concerned, and background picks that Alti wanted to, so I'm going to get pretty much everything. Thank you. I'm going to get pretty much everything put up from Grand Edition on my channel here, so yep. When it's force retreat like that, the bigger monsters with the more ruin, it seems, have a harder time of escaping. At least it's what I've noticed so far. I can't fully confirm it, but it seems to be there's a high chance high-level monsters are going to be dropped in force retreats. That's my guesstimation on it. It's kind of a guesstimation. Maybe everybody else has something else they think about it, but you know. Oh, hit points or more hold. Okay. Crescent moon? I have 2 crescent moons now. If only I could like combine them and attach them together to make like a super crescent moon. You know, like you could you know how some games let you like put together the weapons to make a more powerful weapon, but you got to have like 3 copies of well, that happened when I was playing Crossout. There's some pieces of equipment, if you get like 3 of them, you can sort of put all the parts together to make like a super powered radiator or cooler, or even different weapons too. I'll let you do with weapons as well. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with 2 bows. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Rogue Galaxy? Okay, I've heard of that. I don't think I've seen it, but I've heard of that. What did I get? What did I get? I let off the button and I still push forward. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go for like 20 more minutes here. And then I'm going to close up for tonight. Because I could literally stay here all night and grind. everybody just wants to have this as a hangout and they want to stick around and just talk to each other, you could, but 2 hours is pretty good because it's going to take me at least 12 hours, I would say, to level everything up. Because Scalio took me like more than 16 hours to level everything up the way I wanted. Norgard, I've already got Vinard done. I've got most of Vinard's team done. So most of that's kind of set, but I do have to level up the whole rest of this team down here too. So kind of have to play it like that. So it takes a while to level up here. I think that's why a lot of people wanted to make mods for this game. They wanted to make all these different mods to help level up and stuff, or to make it easier so you could just get the higher class things. But yeah, there's so many people that try to make different hacks for the game. I'm not really into doing that all that much. Too much to think about. I just like to play the regular game. Just what I like to do. Oh, Gallo's just there? Okay. Let's, okay, there's Myra, there's Malay, there's Vanessa, Kirkland. You can take all this stuff. Okay, Vanessa, you have that. Morato, 237. Carnaboon, 237, so that's what, 90, 90s, 180. Well, I could get 5 golems, I think. I don't think I want 5 golems, though. I'll get 4, get a centaur. Alright, looks good. That's good enough. That'll hold up. Pretty sure that'll hold up. Alright, Myra, Malay, and Vanessa will hold Carnaboon. Carnabone. And we need something to grab this Puro here. Gonna need a free night for that. You know what, actually, Helrado, you can come down here, buddy. Go grab my newly acquired Puro. Thank you, Drist. Thank you, Escalio. It was very nice of you. Look at that, they didn't even attack at all. Didn't attack at all. Ah, you can just wait right there. Alright, you can quest, go back to Vinard. We'll have to figure things out at that point. And wait, what else do I get back? Did anybody else come back on quest? A lot of people. Alright, time to attack up. There you go. Good stuff. Do they have anything here? Well, yeah, they could stay for probably a little bit. Not too much. Not really too much, actually. Get some of our monsters in place. Hopefully they'll stay. Be able to beat some stuff up here. Nope, they're leaving again. All right. Just add fury to something here. No, Alti. I set up a whole thing, you know, so that they're trapped within, because I'll block them off at Aston, I'll block them off at Jukes, and Listenoise, and Camelford. And from that point forward, I'll take one army and just go all the way up and around and back again. I just can't kind of keep looping around until I've got everything the way I want it. Now, some other people say there's better ways, like you can have two people attack at the same time and do it sort of that way. But for me, that could be a good way too, but I prefer to have my really strong team attacking, and so I'm kind of used to how they work together. And if they work well together, then I don't have to worry too much, because eventually, as soon as something's maxed out, I pull it off the team. And so my team gets smaller and smaller every time I do this. And then once I've got it down to just two leaders running around instead of 3, then I'll close everything down to Leoness's territory, and I'll attack on Talus, or I'll just attack on Solstein from the... I'll attack Talus from the west, and I'll attack Solstein from the west, because it's super fast to get there. And just keep doing that over and over again with just 2 knights until everything is totally maxed out. And a good way to do it too is to always have like something with Halo on your team. So you can always just pop a Halo with somebody, get a leader kill, get a monster kill. And you can go up rapidly, really fast that way. So, it's sort of what I do. It works for me. Excuse me, it just takes a while. And I don't mind. This is the one game I'll actually grind for, and it does take me some time, but it doesn't bother me, you know, because it's like, you know, you only grind once every couple months. You know, I don't have to grind too much most of the game. Because that's another thing with MMOs, I got kind of tired of the grind. You know, it was kind of like the same dungeon I'm doing like every night, you know, for 3 hours. And the only fun part about it was being able to talk to other people. But like once you get used to the rhythm, it's kind of like a dance. You get used to the rhythm and you're able to do it over and over again. But which actually Final Fantasy is more like dancing. It's kind of like the Dance Dance Revolution in a sense, because you have to set your knight here and then move over there and then do these attacks, and yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is like dancing. Wow, it's like digital dancing, especially for the tank, because the tank moves everybody around. Because I was always the tank. I was the Dark Knight tank for that. You're always moving everybody around, leading the enemy, leading everybody else around behind the enemy. Crazy stuff. But it always made me think this is like dancing. This is just Final Fantasy and MMOs like dancing, because you have to have the tank lead the monster over here, and that leads all the rest of the DPS and the healer to where the tank is. You know, in a sense, you know, they have to be in a certain spot, they have to move here, they have to move there, they might have to jump sometimes. Yeah, if you got 2 characters, it's gonna take you some time to get through a lot of that. And a lot of people like to play the DPS characters, which in Final Fantasy has a longer wait time. And I've always known that because initially when I played Final Fantasy, I was like, well, I wanted to play a tank, you know, in Final Fantasy. So I played a Paladin way back when Final Fantasy 11 was out. And then I found out like the tank is like the most needed thing, and Paladin was like a very strong thing. So I was like, hey, I'm needed, you know? And I did very well in 11. I did pretty good in 14. Except for all the extreme stuff. I didn't get to do too much of the extreme things because it just... not the people I really knew. I didn't really know a lot of people for extreme content. So I just focus on the basic stuff. Myra Malay, hello. Carmine, healer, thank you again for helping us. I'm glad you're both doing well. I have something to tell you. Oh? What is it? Annie has fully recovered and returned to your family's estate. She wanted you to know that she is getting things in order, and you are welcome home anytime. Carmine, we can't thank you enough. I only help things along. Annie's will to live is what saved her. A person's willpower is a crucial part of overcoming disease. Thank you so very much. There is something else. Like you two, I'm also marked by the rune. Woohoo! So you're gonna be a rune knight too? That's the plan. Being rune marked never meant much to me as a healer. I didn't want to fight, just to heal the sick. But after meeting you, I finally understood what it meant to be marked. After meeting us, people aren't the only ones suffering an illness. This time of war, Veracity itself is gravely ill. I saw how you both fight with all your strength to heal Veracity. Finally, I understood. I have the power to heal Veracity itself. I'm ashamed I didn't realize sooner. Don't be ashamed. Healing people is important too. That's true. I still want to be a healer, but now I just see the bigger picture. I can't really heal anyone when the whole world is sick. Wow, I get it. So the main reason I came here was to fight beside you. Carmine. Marmalay, thank you for opening my eyes. Haha, no problem. You're welcome here. Alright, cool. Yeah, I never knew about waiting for a tank or healer in Final Fantasy XIV, because I was a tank and a healer was easier to be. Most people didn't want to play tank because most people got a lot of grief for playing tank. Tank is a hard job because you get a lot of grief. If you do anything wrong, like even slightly wrong, people are just spamming you with sort of hateful text speech. And I don't know if it happens still, but it happened when I played. And that's also the part of the reason I kind of got out of it. It was like, well, the community is kind of going downhill. Before it was kind of good, but then there was times where it gets good, and at times it gets bad. And there's times where like you're tank and you're doing the perfect thing all over the place, and you get to the very end boss, and you move just slightly to the left instead of slightly to the right, and someone else just starts spamming you like, you're a bad tank, you're a bad... I'm like, what? I did the whole thing perfectly, and I missed one tiny little thing. Just like immediately you get spammed with all this upsetting stuff, and it's like, okay, well, think what you want, but I perfected pretty much everything. I got 98% of it done right. I think that's good. But it's kind of hard because when you just do that a lot and you're just leveling up the whole time, and you're just always waiting for the angry speech, and if there's none, it's like, it's kind of like that old saying, like, if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. So most people don't say anything at all, and if they do say something, it's usually negative. It's very, 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 very small that they will say something good, and when they do, it feels nice. Most of the time, it's just like, I think it was part of that too. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's cool. I did pretty well, you know, but I think having some color blindness is kind of bad for a game like that, where you're supposed to go to this particular color or that color, or this side or that side, and it's like, go over here, go to where there's this green light. What green light? I don't know what you're talking about. Then they get all pissed off at you, and they just kind of rage. So it's like, okay, maybe this isn't my thing. Maybe I should be playing an MMO with people. So yeah, that's. And plus, when I played 11, I played for 2.5 years. When I played 14, I was playing for 2.5 years. And after like 2.5 years, it's like, well, it takes them like 6 months to bring out new content, and I've got to pay for this subscription the whole time. And after a while, I was like, I guess I can just unsubscribe for a bit. But then I'm going to be behind again when they bring out more updates. And it just kind of frustrates me. I'm like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I killed enough bosses. I think I'm satisfied. Because it's literally like almost a never-ending game. I think even 11 just finally finished like a few years ago, which is almost like 10 years in the running. You know, so I wish the game would only go for like 5 years at best, and like we would know it's definitely going to end at about 5 years. And then they might bring out like a new game and be like, oh, okay, I get that. You know, I could probably do that, and it not make me grind so much. I just get like the first 2 times they had like a grinding session. That was first half of the year was grinding, and then you could do all these crafts and all this other stuff. You could do fishing and all these other things you could do. You could do fishing and other gathering and that sort of thing, and then you could craft. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to grind. I can just go and do this for now. And then before they had Bloodstorm come out, they had 3 separate grinding sessions within like a 6-month period, and it's like, oh man, I can't keep up. I just can't keep up. It's like 3 hours plus every day to stay on that particular game, to play just that game. Like, I couldn't play any other games with any of my other friends. I was like, I was getting burned out. And I think the way everybody was feeling it too. So, okay, what else we got to do here? What else we got to do here? I'll do one more attack, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. Because then I'm going to have to do a lot more grinding off screen. Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the DPS aren't going to really know what's going on with the tank at all. They're going to be so super focused on what they're doing that they'll still yell at the tank even though they have no idea what's even going on. Only truly the healer can kind of know what's going on with the tank, because the healer's like focusing on the tank to heal them up. But the DPS doesn't focus on... They might try to focus on the tank, but if they're focusing too much on the tank and complaining, they're not doing their job. Because they're not pressing the buttons fast enough. They're sitting there going text, 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 text. While they could be attacking, they're texting. Unless they have voice to text ability, they're wasting their time. They're not getting things done. So DPS can be sometimes DPS can be actually the problem with some things, because they're not focusing on doing enough DPS, and then the tank is taking too much damage because the DPS didn't do the DPS fast enough. And that's the thing, the DPS are there to DPS. Now yes, the tank should, you know, if you're trying to set a world record, the tank should try to do more DPS, but ultimately it's always down to the DPS. If the healer can put out some damage, the tank can put out some extra damage, and the DPS do a perfect job, then you can get done with pretty much any dungeon easily. And that's what it comes down to. But if the DPS is sitting there texting everybody, you're not getting anything done. You just can't. You just can't. And I don't care. People can complain, argue that with me all day, and I will argue it back to them, because it comes down to DPS being perfect. Because if the DPS are perfect, the ads won't be there. That's the point. The DPS have the damage to do it. The ads won't be there. Now, if all the monsters are flying all over the place and the tank can't hold the main boss, then yeah, that's the tank's fault. But the DPS have to be on the money. They have to be on the money with what they do. Just have to. Okay. I've said enough. let's go. I think that's a part of it too, why I've just got away from it, because just it's that kind of frustration that I actually actively like to talk about, that I can go around in circles with that kind of dialogue forever. And it's like, I want to tell people, it's the DPS. The DPS need to get their stuff right, instead of texting everybody, instead of doing all these other things. Because half the time, you're not even looking at the DPS. The tank isn't looking at the DPS at all. So if the DPS is standing in a corner doing nothing, as a tank, you're not exactly always going to know, because you can't look at all the DPS and what they're doing. You have to focus on being a tank. Tank is very intense. That's the reason why not a lot of people play tank. Tank is a very intensive role, because you have to focus on where you're blocking, where you're mitigating damage, where you're placing the boss, you know, you're pulling off your specials, you're calling out to people. You got to do so much stuff, you know, or tell the people where to go over here, go over there, you know. You're leading the party. The healer has to keep you healed. You have to figure out when to use your damage mitigating stuff. You know, when the healer is low on MP, there's so much that goes into tanking that you can't always focus on the DPS. And so if one of the DPS is sitting in a corner texting their girlfriend, how are you gonna know? And then at the end of the battle, they'll be like, "You're a bad tank." Well, no, you're a liar, because you weren't even doing anything. You were sitting in the corner texting somebody. You know, how can you And the thing is, they get away with it. They get away with it. Only really the healer could possibly know more about the situation, or other DPS that are watching other DPS work. And when other DPS watch other DPS, like the DPS have to watch each other, then they could say, "Hey, no, it was you. You know, you weren't doing anything. You didn't put in enough damage. You're running all over the place like a chicken with your head cut off, and you weren't doing any damage." You know, so really it comes down to like DPS have to like step up and kind of watch each other and kind of help each other too. You know, because everybody wants to get through the game. Nobody wants to just go there and blow a gasket and like not win. Nobody wants to go sit there for 40 minutes playing a boss and not get anywhere. Nobody does. Nobody wants to do that. Not the tank, not the healer, not the DPS, not nobody. So everybody is trying. Well, I guess to some degree. So yeah, that's kind of where I went with MMOs, and that's kind of how I start getting into rants and things like that. And it's like, okay, I feel like I should take a break, and it eventually turned into a very long break, and it eventually turned into I'm just not showing up for it again, because it's like teamwork, you know. That's the whole point. And here's a really key thing is when I played Final Fantasy XI in the past, I would stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning and play with Japanese players. Not the American players I was used to playing with, to play with Japanese players. And man, did they get it right. They knew how to play as a team. They didn't like bitch and argue about all kinds of crazy things. And they weren't focused on me. They were focused on the team. And man, I could get through so many dungeons. I leveled up so fast playing with Japanese players, just because at the time, around the 2000s and plus, Japanese kids were just way more into being team players than the American players were, or the European players were. I'm sorry, it's just the truth of it. Like I couldn't really make any serious, because when you play Final Fantasy XI, when you die, if you just leveled, you will lose some experience points, so you can de-level. At that time when I was playing it, you could have de-leveled down. So if I just got like level 40, and in my my DPS, my healer, they all run away from, or like the DPS drawing like extra monsters we don't need. They leave them for me and they run away from the battle. They let me die. I de-level. I was like, you guys suck. You know, I was seriously pissed off that most of the American players did that to me. Because they were just like random teams, but when I played with some Japanese players, and it was random Japanese players, it wasn't always the same people too. It was like boom, 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 boom. We would just knock out one monster at a time, but it was be consistently. We would just, it was like this train of perfection. It was like they know how to get things done in a really efficient way. It was like super efficient playing with them. I was like, okay, I'm just coming on late at night and I'm just playing with these people. And I got so good with auto-translate, the people were thinking that I was Japanese. I was like, I'm not Japanese. I just know how to translate really fast and talk to you guys and girls, you know. It was a lot of fun. If one thing I wish back at that time, I wish the Americans would have been a little bit more team focused. I really wish that. I really do. It's like a regret. It's like a past regret. It's like a weird past regret for a game. Like, oh, I wish the Americans would have just focused on being team players. I could have gone so much higher. It sounds dorky, but it's just like, that's what I think about it the whole time, you know? Oh my gosh. So many fun, interesting, memorable moments I had playing Final Fantasy XI. So many. Oh, well, those are the days, you know, those are the days. Ooh. Oh, man. They played Dynasty Wars masterfully. Wow. That's cool. You know, Alti, if we do end up playing a game together, let's get some other Japanese players to play with us. We'll just dominate. Whatever. Just dominate. You're like super efficient. The super efficient team. Trigger Alti and, you know, it's other people too. Oh, man. I'm sorry, American players. I'm American myself. I can see that they definitely hold a candle over us in that department. Kind of do. That's even why in Final Fantasy XIV, I think even a lot of North American people are trying to compete with the Japanese servers to get world first and things. And I think the Japanese teams are usually doing kind of better. I think that's how it was, but yeah, they struggle. They're good. They've been doing it. I think it's because they've been doing it longer than we have. Or it's just the whole teammanship thing. It's one of those things. Because even if you watch like Japanese baseball, you'll notice the way that they play as a team is like almost vastly different than how Americans play baseball. Like they'll bunt and stuff like that and purposely lose. At least it was what I remember in the past. They purposely like, you know, get tagged out to let somebody walk in or something like that. I just remember reading about that, you know, how they play baseball. It's different. I think the way that they play, their teammanship is just a little bit better. So if us Americans can start to work as a team a little more, probably a good thing. We could probably do really well in a lot of competitive team sports. Yeah, I think that's one thing we need to learn. I think we're too much of a society of me, and wanting to be the first one to do it and brag about it. And we all kind of do it a little bit. It's kind of true. But this is the land of opportunity, so I guess it sort of promotes that. I don't know. I don't know. If I go back to an MMO, it's going to be some time. It's going to definitely be some time before I jump back to another MMO. I might do an MMO of Final Fantasy again if they have another one, but I'll have to see and think about that, because, oh man, does it just eat up most of my time. It just eats up so much of my time. I want to play for fun too, and that's why I think after a while I just got kind of tired of it, because it was like I'm just grinding the same board over and over again to get a slightly better weapon, and it kind of lost its fun. The people weren't as fun to talk to, they weren't as friendly. The clans and the alliances kind of dissipate after some time, and I don't know. That's why I like playing this. Like I don't get burned out playing this game at all. There's only one major grind if you even want to, and there's only like 2 super challenging fights in the whole game, and you can pick anything you want, you know? That's why, you know, you're gonna see me play all of Brigandine, and you know, when I get done with all the streams, then I'm gonna probably do some kind of Brigandine. I might do something with Brigandine for this channel still, because I don't want it to die off at that. But yeah, I'll always have something here, because I like to do some strategy games. You know, I like to do other things on my channel too. There is some other things I do on my channel as well that aren't even game related. Some people like to watch that, and so that's okay. But yeah, I just like to put things I like on my channel. You know, for some time I was wondering if I should do like really popular things that everybody wants to do. I was like, yeah, that's too expensive, and there's so many classic games I haven't really played or haven't really showcased that I like, that I'm just gonna do that. I'd rather focus on some classic things from the past that, you know, people sort of go over and they don't really think too much about. So let's put, okay, Carmine's there. All right, I don't really need you though. Over here, so I'll basically show you Alti and everybody else that's kind of tuning in, kind of what I do. So I'm actually at the right point to show you, so that's good. Let's move you. So I always put like the second strongest team, well, defensively, second strongest team. I put it Listenoise. You can do whatever you want, really. You can find a different way. There's plenty of different ways to do it. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. So I leave a team here as a defense, then I leave a defensive team here, and a defensive team here. And so then they have all this outlining edge and Leoness to run around it. So I can just keep attacking and chasing them all over the place, and just have one team attack, because then they'll still have some castles left over. So then I attack all the way to there, and then I got some castles back there. They'll get force retreated all the way back to that side. And then I run all the way back that way. And I got a defensive team there. And I just look at the time, the date. I think for hard it's 2:20. I think it's 2:20 or 2:22. I'll have to look again. I always forget. I got to relook at my old videos to see how far I've gone. But I think it's year 2:20 that it's just an instant game over if you don't get it within a certain time frame. Let me see if options will tell me. I don't think it will. Nope, not gonna know. But I'm playing on King, so if you didn't know, this is the hardest mode. And yeah, so I just do that. Have defensive team here. On Aston, we have a defensive team here. On Jukes, defensive team on Listinoise here, defensive team on Cadbury, and just run around with one team, back and forth till I level the whole thing up. There's a way you could do it with Caerleon and Nuomechia as well. There's a way with Lagras. There's a way with Escalio. So I mean, you can pick whatever one you want. We'll see which one you like. But yeah, so that's about it. That's all I've got to say. I could stream this all night long and grind all night long, but I don't know if that's an interesting thing for everybody. But I'm going to end it here and wish everybody well. And so what you're going to see is next Friday. I was going to do Wednesday, but I'm actually going to do next Friday. And next Wednesday, I'm going to showcase another game that I'm going to put out as just small uploaded videos. So they won't be live streamed. So next week, Wednesday, I'll showcase that. And next Friday will be the Bullnoil fight. The Bullnoil and a Snake of Chaos fight. So tune in for that. It's going to start at 7 my time, 7 Central Standard Time. And so if you're Eastern, that'll be 8 p.m. at night. So look forward to that. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday, next week. Tune in. So thanks a lot for being here, Alti and Frost and Valkos and Hakuna and who did I miss? I don't know if I missed anybody. But everybody else that tunes in now or later, thanks so much for tuning in. But next week will be the final fight against both bosses. So I will see you there, and have a good night.